My name is CJ Baker. And I care about you. That is what my wrestling catchphrase would be. Hold on one second. This is me. I know it doesn't look like too much, but then again, I can only work with however much I can with the tools given to me provided by the game itself. And we got a few surprises here today, but I need to get intros out of the way. Surprise number 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Grumpy's Gaming Garage. I am your host, CJ Baker. Today, I am dressed up as Grumpy, and welcome to the 10th episode special. Woo! 10 episodes. I've been doing this for a good 2 months now, streaming every Saturday. And today, I'm excited because today we're playing some wrestling. Welcome to the Power Hour of Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I do have the game muted for the time being temporarily for one very crucial reason. Because I don't want to get copyright struck by WWE. And unfortunately, you're going to hear some of the music anyways because it's inevitable. I tried finding a setting to turn off the music. There is no setting. I couldn't find one. I don't know why. I could easily just turn off all the music individually, but I didn't want to go through that process. But that's okay. I'm here now. Welcome to the 10th episode. There we are. Yeah, welcome to the 10th episode. Today we're playing some wrestling. This is my character. And I will admit, it kind of doesn't look that bad. It kind of does look like me just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, it's not too terrible. Could be worse. I don't know. I'm not going to complain. But, yeah, today we are here. I'm going to be sweating in this thing for the next hour, so I got that. I'm going to grab some water real quick. Had this in the freezer for about an hour and a half. And I know they say, oh, well, it's not really, a good thing to put drinks in the freezer. No. You put drinks in the freezer, it cools off a lot faster. Take a good size, big old jug like this full of water, leave it in your fridge for about, 2 hours. Be nice and cold, better than leaving it in there in the fridge for 8. At least 8. All right, but for today, I am keeping the mic. I'm keeping the mic on. I am keeping the video on. I'm excited. Today we got 3 different matches. I want to do a relatively short one, a relatively average normal one, and probably a long one. I'm not going to be doing universe mode. That's just separate on my own personal time. But I'm just going to be doing the free play mode. Just to kind of, showcase a little bit everything of what's going on. And I will say this real quick. I know it's only 2K23. I'm sorry, this is not the newest WWE. I don't have $100 to fork out to get the premium holy shit package of the game. But at least I got 2K23. Plus, this was on sale at the time, so yeah, I wanted to get it. Okay. Yeah, Hicks, I'm gonna be sweating in this thing like a pig for the next hour, and I do apologize. But no, let's actually get to the good stuff. Let's get to the actual good stuff. I don't have to save it because I literally just opened this up just for just to show the character. But what I am going to do is that we are going to go into the free play mode. I want to do a relatively short match, a relatively normal length match, and possibly a long match. I'm gonna start right out of the gate. Simple one-on-one. I did not plan. I did not plan on the match that I was gonna do. I was supposed to do that, and I apologize. So we're doing this all on the fly. But I'll start right out of the gate with Extreme Rules, because I hate disqualifications. Like no. We're gonna wrestle no DQ. I'm not doing any of the you could get disqualified. No, I'm not doing any of that shit. Now the real question is, which arena do I want to pick? And I figure, hey, since SummerSlam literally just happened, why not SummerSlam? Again, I know. Again, this is 2K23, so this is the SummerSlam from that year, I think, or I don't remember. I stopped watching wrestling regularly like 5 years ago. I still dabble a little bit here and there as to, what's kind of sort of been going on, but for a lot of it, I kind of just ignored it because it's like, I got other stuff I can do. I don't need to pay attention to the wrestling stuff. And like I said, I'm still into it, don't get me wrong. I still watch like a lot of like older videos, like the WWE Vault YouTube channel, because they post a lot of good, stuff there on there as well. And I like watching some of the older matches because, I want to see what wrestling was like in the before time. But enough of me rambling. Let's actually get to the good stuff. Now, the only question that I'm concerned on is, who do I want to wrestle first? Undertaker! That's exactly what we're fighting first. Fuck it. Yes, we're doing this. We're doing this costume. Yes, I did a Care Bear costume for my character in this game. I could switch it out whenever. Now I can do multiple ones. I might actually flip, maybe do a little bit of minor editing real quick on stream, and change out the costume. I should have done because I could duplicate this character and literally just have that character only just be like alternative costumes. There is a way to do it, but the last time I had played a wrestling game was 2K20, and we all know how well that game is. But aside from the bugs, I honestly didn't think the game was that terrible. I actually thought the controls were pretty good. With this game, I'm still kind of figuring out a lot of the controls. I don't like some of the control changes that they did. So if you see me using a lot of repetitive moves, I apologize. Yeah, I do kind of suck at the game, just a little. In the sense that, I kind of like using the same moves over and over and over and over and over. And I know there's different varieties and stuff I can do, but I'm going to pass on that. And I'm just going to play it the way that I normally play wrestling, without question, without fail. Okay. Although, to be fair, I think the better question is which version of Undertaker. We're going with the modern one. Now, let's see here. Entrances are on. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Okay. Okay. I'm going to now properly turn on the music here once after I press start, once it loads. But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, today we're playing just a little bit of wrestling today. I'm not going to go too extreme with it. Just three matches. Like I said, I want to do a relatively short one, a relatively normal length one, and maybe a long one. Big maybe. Funny story is that when I first bought 2K23 and finally made my character and everything, or at least a pre-beta, like a beta version, I was still working out a lot of the kinks with the character. And I lost.
following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Wisconsin.
There he is.
At 239 pounds, the outsider, C.J. Baker.
Yeah, I'm still working on some things. I did do some changes to my entrance. I definitely have to change the music, though. The problem is that they got rid of the Fiend Bray Wyatt. They got rid of his music. There is a DLC that you can buy where you can get it back, but I don't have the money to get the DLC. If it's on sale, I'll get it, but I'm just going to say forget it at this point with it. Just make do with what you got. But yeah, that is an actual Grumpy Bear onesie for my character. I think that's pretty awesome. Oh shit, there he is! There he is, the Phenom! The Dead Man! The Undertaker!
Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds.
If you couldn't tell, if you couldn't tell, Undertaker's my favorite wrestler. I really love Undertaker. But now, when I first got this game, I decided, yeah, I'll make my character. Fine, fight against the Undertaker. How bad is it going to be? To make a long story short, I lost. Now, granted, it was my first time playing 2K23. But yeah, I had him good there for a good moment. No, I actually lost. First match I did in this game, and I lost to the Undertaker. Although that's not the goal today. See, my goal is that I have to win, because I'm doing 3. I'd like to win 2 of them, but I am willing to lose 1. I'm hoping I don't lose this one. I'm aiming to win, but if I lose, it's okay. Fair game. Otherwise, how are we doing this morning, chat? Are we doing good? Enjoying your Saturday? Enjoying the weekend? Because I sure as hell am. See, for me, for my wrestling character, there's a few things, like, basically, like, for me, down there in the little corner there, at least there it was down there. This is basically a, what if I put myself in the game? Me if I was a wrestler. And obviously, like I said, some of the features are a bit exaggerated, but that's okay. I was going to say, really, Taker? You going to try that out of the gate? Ooh, and there's one thing I am going to do really, really quickly. I'm going to move myself down here. Shrink that down a bit. And I do apologize. The camera is very, 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 very tiny in the corner. But again, I'm just trying to make room for where I can. Okay, that's covering that up way too much. Is this good? Yeah, that's good. That's better. That was a single leg takedown. That was not a spear. And don't worry, I actually did bump up the difficulty. I had it set to normal, but I did bump it up to hard. I know it looks like I'm just beating shit out of the Undertaker, but I don't know what it is. Like, the game, when it comes to the controls and stuff, it's a little weird. This is a first series of moves. A good old bear hug suplex. And then I crawl up on top of you and you give you the headbutts. Although, if I was a wrestler, what I would do is I wouldn't do the headbutt thing. I literally just grab your head and I just bash it into the mat. Simple pin. No kick. Oh shit. Ooh. Yeah, what? But don't worry, I got a few interesting moves I can do. I got a few. And thankfully, we already got ourselves our signature and finisher out of the gate. But oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, not even that one. Not today. Not today, dead man. And yeah, I might sound a little bit raspy in the voice. I'll admit, I might go in and out of my wrestling character just a little bit. Just a little bit, but hey, that's the fun of it. Because I can do a few things with him. Ew. Oh, he's gonna try the steps on me? No, you're not. No, you're not. Lights out, motherfucker! I know it's called the face plant, but I call it lights out. I have one using that finisher, don't worry. But then I got a few ones else up my sleeve. Bedtime City, bitch! Bedtime City, bitch! I know it's a basic sleeper hold. I understand that. But I'll throw it in there, let him go, take a little bit of a temporary chip. Now, there is a bit of a story. I will go into this because I do like the sleeper hold finisher. I love it. But yeah, I call it Bedtime City. Yeah, you got Brock Lesnar. You know, Suplex City, bitch. Well, yeah, I'm kind of just ripping off Brock Lesnar with my submission finisher, which is Bedtime City, bitch. See, I know a friend, and his name is Bedtime Bear. And there's a magical place when you're asleep that you go to called Bedtime City. The place that dreams come alive. And there's a few ways that you can view Bedtime City. You're either a temporary resident or you're a permanent resident. Temporary is you just fall asleep or you tap. But because this specific sleeper hold finish submission one that I have, nah, they just go to sleep when you're successful. And that's temporary. There is permanent. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm sure you kind of know what a permanent trip to Bedtime City is because you're not waking up. But it's a temporary trip. And believe me, when my arm is wrapped around your throat, you're going to see a glimmer of Bedtime Bear. I'm going to coddle you. I'm going to help you, nice, slow, deep breaths. Calm down. Just take it easy. The nicest way I can put it is basically trying to calm down a toddler throwing a temper tantrum. That's effectively what I would. That's Bedtime City, at least for me. It's just Just shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Bedtime Bear is here. Just go with him. He'll give you a complete tour of Bedtime City, and that's being a temporary resident. Being a temporary resident, you get the grand tour, and then obviously, of course, you're gonna wake up. However, if you become a permanent resident, then you're moving there and you can't leave. You ain't leaving. But enough about my incessant rambling about the backstory for my finisher. That was blocked. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, he got me with the tombstone! And he didn't even do the chest thing like he was supposed to, but I'm kicking out at 1 because I'm not going to rest in peace. I'm not going to rest in peace. Not yet. Not yet. I ain't going to rest in peace yet. Just not yet. Just not yet. And that is not an attitude adjustment. That move is actually called the landslide. Trust me, I'm not going to successfully beat a match and just use a regular standard move. I'm going to actually use a finisher or a signature or something. And I know the game looks like it's running slow, but that's just the bad frame rate. Oh, give me up, dead man. No. 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 We're not doing that. Lights out, motherfucker! Come on. Come on, dead man. Get your ass up. Get your ass up just so I can take you out like a motherfucker. I needed a secondary last-minute finisher, so I chose the Mandible Claw. And then Undertaker kicks out at 2.5. Yeah, I turned the announcer commentary off because they're annoying and they're way too repetitive. I'm not all for that. But I can take him to hell if I really, really, really want to. And I know it's the Undertaker submission, but nah, I'm not gonna actually tap him. I'm just gonna keep it close. Just gonna keep it close and just gonna let him out of it. I just want him to suffer just a little bit. Just a little pain is good. Just a little pain is good. Just a little bit of pain. Doesn't need to be a lot. Doesn't need to be overkill. Just for at least my wrestling character, yeah, you step in the ring with me, I just want to make you suffer a little bit. Just a little bit. And the only reason why, because I care about you. I care about you more the more I beat your ass. Nope. Nope, we're not playing games at the stairs. Not today. Oh. Nope. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, come on. I'm trying to think, what the hell was it? There we go. Oh, and a suicide dive! Just having a little fun. That's all we can do is have just a little bit of fun with the dead man. And yeah, I'll set up like him too. Alright, I'll set up like him too. WWE non-stop action. Undertaker just walking around with the steel steps and then just drops him for no reason. This is a great video game. As I say, come on, dead man, get those steps in here. Just so I could choke you out. Pin him! What? Really, huh? Fine! Care hug! I know it's just a bear hug, but hey, I'm dressed up as Grumpy Bear. This is a Care Bear hug. And yeah, it's meant to hurt. I did change the setting for holding the button. I could easily rapidly press it. I'm gonna change that setting after this match. Because I don't like holding it, but it's all good. But I will put you in this. A little bit of a fancy STF. Now, I want him to hurt. I want Undertaker to suffer. Just a little bit. Bitch. Just pretend his face actually hit on the steps. Pretty brutal. And that's not how I'm winning the match. No. No. That's not how this works, dead man. That's not how this is gonna work. No. Lights out! And again, Undertaker kicked out. Well, all right, I got one more. Fuck you, dead man! Bedtime City, bitch! Bedtime City, bitch! And The Undertaker went to Bedtime City. Don't worry, dead man. I promise you, Bedtime Bear is a sweet, sweet soul.
Here is your winner, the Outsider, C.J. Baker.
I even have my own taunt that I do, but I can kind of do it, but the problem is that it does technically rip off the Undertaker. Not Undertaker, CM Punk. You know, because you know how Punk does the whole arm cross thing and then does this thing for going to sleep? Well, for me it's similar. It's the same thing. Except when I do that, I basically take my hands, I cup them into little C's like the crescent moons. And it's the same pose. That is the taunt I would do just before I put you into submission for Bedtime City. Because I swear this is just wrestler commentary. Because you're a bitch. Again, I swear, I'm just speaking in character. If I was a wrestler, that's all. That's all it is. I swear, that's all it is. It's just in-game wrestling character, and I love that song. Don't get me wrong, but gonna not do that. That was a good first match. Took the Undertaker to Bedtime City. That's pretty good. I gotta do. Where is it? Yeah, I gotta turn that off. I don't want the held input. I can tap the button and I can tap fast. I ain't turbo controller fast, but I can tap that button real quick. But what I am going to do is I am going to go into the Superstar menu. I'm going to edit my character. And I can actually change up my Care Bear costume in the game. So clearly, as you noticed, yes, I actually have a costume. Very appropriate, very fitting. I think it's supposed to be a bunny costume because you got the little ball for the tail. But yep, I did the onesie. The only thing I did not go in depth with the details is like the little heart prints like on their paws at all. But I did get the tush tag on the side of their ass. I did make sure I incorporated that. And the beauty about this game is that it even has a font that looks very, very, very close. Very similar. Very, very similar to the Care Bears font that is actually used. Not the modern one, the traditional one, the one that most people know. But, yeah. The only thing is there is no actual headpiece I can use, so it's literally just wearing a grumpy onesie like I am currently. However, I can change it. Now, unfortunately, because this is 2K23 and the community creations and online stuff are shut down, I can't download nor upload any custom images, unfortunately. Which means I can't actually do more Care Bears than I can, but I can do at least 3 of them. I can do 3 different Care Bears. That's a given. But what I'm going to do is I am going to be getting rid of Grumpy. We're changing the color. And I think what I want to do for the second match, excuse me, is we are going to change that color from our good old blue, but I want to change it more so to brown. I bet you already know where this is going. Now, I don't actually have the custom image for Tenderheart's belly badge per se, but I can still actually create it. I can still create it. Because, okay, oh, no, it isn't here, sorry. Because, thankfully, you got a lot of generic shapes you can work with. And one of them is a heart. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this really quickly. And like I said, you already know where this is going. You got to make sure it's all positioned right. Change the first color. The first one's got to be like a light pink. Yeah, first one's got to be like a light, like a almost a pinkish red. Almost a pinkish red. And then we're going to add the second heart. Okay, no, that's too much. Yeah, close enough. And then this one is going to be at its purest, a nice, good, solid red. And with everything else on the character the exact same, nothing else has changed. Bada bing, bada boom. Now I'm dressed up as Tenderheart Bear. It's not perfect, but it works. Within the limits of the game, it works. But I also have to copy this, transfer it over to the other one, so that way then it's not like, oh, I come out as one Care Bear, but I'm actually wrestling as a completely different looking Care Bear. No. We're not doing that. And then I know I have my other attire. But nah, I want to have some fun with the Care Bear ones this time. It's like, this one I gotta showcase this stuff. I swear, it's like, I don't understand how, like, I know there's some people who've posted Care Bears related stuff on the community, on the community pages there, whatever, on the community thing, but I at least I think there was. If I remember correctly, no, I don't. There might have been. Although I will admit, there was one really weird one that I found. Like, nobody uploaded anything specifically Care Bears. However, somebody did manage to create Dr. Fright as a playable wrestling character. And if you don't know your Care Bears lore, Dr. Fright was actually a villain in one particular episode of the Nelvana's of the Nelvana Care Bear series from the 80s. A one-off episode, villain only for the episode, and you never see or hear from him again. Somebody decided to actually take that character and turn him into a playable wrestling character. I don't know why. I thought it was a bit weird, but okay. I don't think anybody asked for Dr. Fright from a random Care Bears episode to be turned into a wrestler, but okay. No, at least I went balls to the wall, and I actually have something Care Bears. I ain't gonna complain with that. Next one, we're gonna do King of the Ring. And I'm going to do, and I think now we'll actually do a relatively shorter one. Simple, straightforward, to the point. Submission match. Now the question is, okay, now who in the hell do I want to play as far as for wrestling? Let's see, we're not doing Undertaker. I gotta do something else. Gotta do somebody else. Sorry, I can't hold the button. I'm actually closing my eyes. As you can see, they're not open. There's the X button. Got the X button, randomizer. Random. Stop! Vader! Okay. Okay. And now we can turn the music back on just for a little bit. But at least it's not too bad. Yeah, so sometimes if I get really bored and I don't feel like fighting this like the same small selection of wrestlers, yeah, I'll just randomize, and hope for the best. But it's all good. But hey, at least you get to enjoy all the wrestler soundtracks in this game. Thanks, Jim. And yeah, I turn entrances off. This one's short, simple, to the point. This one I'll try to make the short match, considering it is a submission match. You get back there like that. Bitch. You know, if we're gonna play at least a little bit of pretend, all right, fine. I'll give a reason why I'm fighting Vader. Looked at me a little bit funny in the locker room. I didn't like that. I thought he was being a little bit intimidating, a bit insulting. And I said, all right. Me as Tenderheart, you need some Care Bears caring. You need a lesson in caring, Vader. And what better way to do that than actually just a fast Tenderheart? No, no, Vader. No, we're not doing this. Not today. You can hit and hit and hit and hit and hit all you want. It doesn't stop me from giving you a temporary trip to hell. Just a temporary one. Just a temporary one. Don't need to do it for a long time. Don't even need to do it for a lot. Bombs away! Whoa. Yeah, not today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Not cool, Vader. Not cool. Not cool, Vader. There. Just a little hug is all you need. Just a small hug. That's all you needed. A little love and caring can go a long way. Just a little bit of love and caring can go a long way. But nah, that's okay. That's okay, Vader. Besides, I know a friend. I have a very good friend. I got a very good friend I would love for you to meet. Ah, but he used his resiliency. Resilient little bastard. All right. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. All right. Nope. Yeah, sorry, I'm not playing games with a suplex like that. That's not gonna happen. DDT! And I know you might be wondering, well, how come so many of your moves are focused on the head? Well, you see, if you focus your moves all directly at the head, everything else is weakened. Basically everything else. Which does make it easier to fight makes it easier to wrestle your opponent. But I'll give Vader credit. He's putting up a bit of a fight. I'll give Vader credit. He's putting up one bit of a fight. Although, Tenderheart's not playing nice anymore. Not really. Either gonna slam you on your face or I'm gonna slam you on your back. But no. Come on, Vader. Bedtime City, bitch! And he's gone. Just Bedtime City, bitch. Just go to sleep. So, Vader, are you gonna actually be nice?
The outsider, C.J. Baker.
You gonna respect me in the locker room? And actually care? Good. So, I'm sorry. Look. I will admit, a little bit is the autism kicking in. I do like role playing with wrestling and stuff like that. I'm not too big into role playing in general, but yeah, sometimes I have to do it in private. And hey, at least it gives me. And hey, at least streaming like this gives me a good excuse to. I don't know, show off. I guess. Maybe, possibly. I'm pretty sure showing up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but now there's one more. We got one more match. Now, I wouldn't make this the long run, but I think what I will do is I will wait another time and actually do that particular stream because there's one particular match type. Now, I'll just say it right out of the gate. It's an hour-long Iron Man match. However, myself and a few other people... And this is years ago. I don't like bringing them up, but I'll bring it up for the sake of argument. A few people I know at the time, they came up with it's an hour-long Iron Man match, no rules. It's basically an Extreme Rules hour-long Iron Man match, and it's called Fucktown. And trust me, it was fun wrestling their created wrestling characters. Cause it's like, well, what do we want to do? It's like, fuck it, we're going to Fucktown. Hour-long Iron Man. But I'm not actually going to do that. Apologize if you're a bit disappointed. But I am going to jump ahead with one more match. Hopefully, a relatively longer one. However, I do need to change the onesie up a bit. That's the one, right? Yes, it is. Good. And now I changed the colors one last time. And I'll just say right out of the gate, yep. Now we're dressing up as Bedtime Bear. Oh, yeah. Trying to think here. Now, obviously, the colors are not going to be completely 100% accurate, but then again, I've also paid attention to some of the RGB specifics. Like, I can't list it off the top of my head specifically for what specific colors I use, but I have the general idea of the hue that it's supposed to be. And now we can actually properly set ourselves up with the one, the only, Bedtime Bear. Hold on one sec. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Good. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. See, now I know Bedtime City is actually going to be effective. because I'm dressed up as the bear in question. See, if I'm dressed up as any other Care Bear, I know Bedtime Bear, and he gives you the tour when I take you to Bedtime City. Because you're a bitch. However, if I'm dressed up as Bedtime Bear himself, it's a little more special. And for all the right ways, too. For all the right reasons, too. I'm not going to complain. Although I think the real $1,000,000 question is all right, who in the hell deserves to get put into Bedtime City as Bedtime Bear? I got it. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. He's going. Nah. I'm gonna take John Cena to Bedtime City. Fuck it. I gotta take him to Bedtime City. Look. He went heel, then he turned face recently. He deserves it. Like, I get it. You needed the heel run, but I will admit, as a heel, you're kind of a bit of an asshole. And I get that that's the point. But wow. You like seriously, bravo John Cena as heel. Like, seriously. Like, I know as a heel you kind of have to play an asshole, but wow. John Cena knew how to do it, and he did it flawlessly. And he didn't need no chain gang to do it. So, for the case of John Cena going to Bedtime City, Hell in a Cell! And I'll accumulate it here at WrestleMania. And no, why not John Cena? I mean, he is on the fucking cover. Where is he, Johnny Boy? There he is. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. CJ Baker versus John Cena. Hell in a Cell. The STF versus Bedtime City. I know it's called the Mandible Claw, but for the sake of temporariness, the Choke Out versus the Attitude Adjustment. And don't worry, I'm going to take him to Bedtime City. However, I will let Cena win this match. I will let him win it. So, spoilers, but the most important thing is, how does it play out? No. I'm going to let Cena win, but I want to know I want you to guess, how's it going to play out? I wonder how John Cena is going to beat Bedtime Bear. How's it going to happen? Will you watch and you find out? And thankfully, I will keep the headphones off for the remainder of this. I will stay out of the gate because after this, basically right now, this is the wind down, and I do apologize. I know this is a short stream this week. I get that. But there is a reason, because I have a very, very special announcement. I'm going to address it as I wrestle. So I said start. So I made a poll. I made a post on my Discord, on my because I do run a Care Bears themed Discord server. I'm not going to link anything related to that because I don't trust people, because I don't want minors in my server, because ew. 18 plus safe for work, I promise. There's no weird shit in it. I don't want weird shit in it. I don't want kids in it because they shouldn't even be online in the first place. That's just me. I had posted on there that starting in September, I'm going to be doing 2 streams every single week, Saturdays and Mondays. As of right now, I have no idea what time on Mondays I want to stream. But I do know that I am going to be streaming on Mondays. Saturday is not going to change. Every Saturday, 9 a.m., that's going to stay the same. Excuse me. Saturdays at 9 a.m., that's going to stay the same, but I'm still debating on what I want to do with Mondays. I might do either later in the morning or early afternoon or something. I'm not 100% sure. I do want to change up some of my content a little bit because considering I'm going to be doing 2 streams a week, not every stream is going to be gaming. Some of it is just going to be... I don't know. I'll come up with that as the time gets closer, but that's okay. And I gotta love the fact that the game just has to run so slow. I blame the cell. Also, I don't have an Xbox Series console, and even if I did, I don't know if the frame rate would be that much better. But yeah, like I said, I did say starting in September, I'm going to start doing 2 streams. However, I am going to change it. Here's the other surprise. I'm actually going to be starting it not this Monday, but next Monday. Meaning the next stream is going to be on Saturday, and then the one after that will be that following Monday. Sorry, I had to focus on this real quick. But like I said, I'm gonna be doing adding more streaming and stuff, doing it on a Monday. And I'm excited. There is one thing I will do though, is every Monday, at least the Monday streams, I will be wearing my onesie. Because Grumpy Monday and I don't know, like Mondays are going to be the days where I'm going to switch up with the content on what I'm streaming. Every Saturday is at least going to be a game. There's going to be some Mondays that's going to be a game, and there's going to be other Mondays where that's not going to be the case at all. And like I said, I don't know what other content I want to stream because I kind of have to be a bit careful with the copyright stuff. At the same time, it's like, how else are you going to get out there and popular if you're not going to be able to talk about things that you want to talk about? Look, I understand and I respect the copyrights of those who have the copyrights. I get it. I respect it. But how in the hell do you think so many other fucking streamers got famous? Takes away from people like me who are trying to make a name for themselves. The keyword being try. And, what am I thinking here? Sorry, I lost for words, but no, like I said, not this Monday, but the next Monday is when I'm going to start doing the 2 streams a week. I have a few ideas for some streaming stuff that I want to do. I got a few ideas in mind. I'm excited. I'm really hoping you guys are excited too. The reason why I'm going to be doing 2 streams is I will admit, the streams might be a little bit short. They're probably only going to be like hour, maybe out, like at most an hour and a half. Because if it's going to be streaming twice a week, I also have to watch my electric bill. I only make so much money a month. I can only make so much money a month. Ah, shoot. That was the wrong button. There's his comeback. There's his comeback. Oh shit, he gonna set me up for that. he's gonna try to pin me. No five knuckle. Well, fine. I'll just kick out before 1 then. Okay, that punch was supposed to hit. Physics. But like I said, every single Saturday it's going to be 9 a.m. Nothing is going to change with the Saturday schedule, but with Mondays, again, I will have an answer by next week. By the next stream on Saturday as to what the schedule is going to be like for Mondays. I will make a post on Tumblr accordingly. I'm also going to make a YouTube post as well accordingly. But yeah, like I said, I got a few ideas. I'm excited to share them. But I'm not going to say anything until the time comes. I am going to start doing 2 streams. I'm going to start doing it a little bit early because I figured, why not? It keeps me preoccupied. At least I'm not, bored just watching YouTube videos all day and have nothing to do. Oh, Cena's not going to let me go to... Oh, Cena's not going to let me take him to Bedtime City? Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Surprise roll-up. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. I can't wait. But like I said, a lot of these streams are going to be a bit shorter, like hour and a half. Mostly because, obviously, I don't want to take up your time, the viewer, because obviously you have a life to live. I have a life to live. We all have lives to live. And we're going to have, and I would like to, at the very least, showcase some certain things. But I will do that I will explain in a hot second some of the other things after I just give him a little bit of a Care Bear hug. Cena needed that. Don't worry, Cena, we still love you. Don't worry, we love to hate to love you, okay? We love to hate to love you. It's beautiful. But it isn't that bad, I'm not going to complain. At least pull off the comeback. All right, see, you gonna let me do it? You gonna let me do it? You gonna let me do it? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You gonna let me do it too? Oh yeah! Cannonball into the corner. It is so hard to get that chain of specific moves to work. I'm surprised Cena let me have it. But he ain't gonna let me do that either. He ain't gonna let me put him on the ground. Okay, fine. Fine, Cena. I'll give you a temporary trip to Bedtime City because I'm the one who takes you there. But obviously it's John Cena. Of course he's gonna resist. He's gotta resist. He's John freaking Cena. Yeah, and trying to power bomb. No, we're not doing that, Cena. We're not doing that, Cena. But I will give you another hug. I'll give you one that hurts. I'll give you one that hurts. Again, I'm just love tapping. That's all I'm doing is I'm just love tapping on the corner there. Just making it tight. Just a little, just a good squeeze of pain. I know a Care Bear hug isn't supposed to hurt, but it's wrestling. A Care Bear hug is supposed to hurt. Gotta love the choppy frame rate. See, I would expect this on like PlayStation 2 games from back in like the early mid 2000s, but nah. Modern games, and this is peak performance, guys. Gotta love the peak performance. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be 2 streams a week, Saturdays at 9, and I know it's going to be Mondays, but I'm not sure what time I want to do on Mondays. Like I said, that I'm still planning. Please stay tuned for more info in regards to that. And every Monday I will be wearing my onesie to at least try to stay within character. And considering that summer is getting to be near the end, I'm not going to make a big deal or complain. At least then it'll be a lot more comfortable for me to wear this, and I don't have to worry about sweating so much. But other than that, no. I will say right out of the gate, I want to give a very serious special thank you, the audience. You, the audience, for tuning in and watching these streams and enjoying the content that I post. Doesn't need to be a lot of views. I'm not desperate. I'm not that desperate. Gotta love the slowness of all this. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do 2 streams a week because I want to switch up some of the content. I even want to switch up on even the streams in general. You know, maybe try to add a little bit more of, you know, more comical elements into it. You know, a little more me. Oh, Sledgehammer! Thank you, Josh Cease. Thanks, Cena. Oh, he didn't like the fact that I hit him in the butt with that. He didn't like that. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. I want to make him hurt. I want to make him hurt. You don't need to be Triple H to want to beat the shit out of Cena with a sledgehammer. Oh yeah, here we go. Attitude adjustment. Finally, Cena. You almost have all your damn finishers too. It's like, good. Give me an AA. I use my resiliency and kick out. Give me another AA. 1, 2, 3. I'm really hoping that's the way it's gonna go. But I guess that AA took it out of Cena. It's like, wow, that took off Cena like a little piss. Oh. Gotta love it. I gotta love the slowness of this. It's like, come on, game. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And look, I know the game wants to think that I do have all day, absolutely, but at the same time, hey, there we go, second attitude adjustment. I could have easily skipped it. Oh, and right on the sledgehammer, too. Really, Cena? You're that tuckered out? Come on, Cena, pin me. Hurry up and pin me. Come on. 1, 2. Nope. Oh, nope, I missed it. I was going to use resiliency there. I was going to use it, but game will not let me. But fair match. Fair match. Good for Cena. Good for him. There. All right, Cena, you got your glory, you got your fame, you took out Bedtime Bear, you didn't want to go to Bedtime City, but that's okay, Cena. We still love you anyways, and besides, you're too good of a wrestler. You don't need to go to Bedtime City. It's okay. Because the match was great. Oh, that was fun. That was awesome. But now we're at the wind down. Like I said, I want to thank everybody. 10 episodes. I know it seems a bit petty to do a 10th episode special, but I promise there's going to be more. The way I want to do it is we got the 10th episode special. The next special is going to be the 25th episode, then the 50th, then the 100th, and then I'm probably just going to do every 50 episodes is going to be a special, which isn't bad, and I'm not going to complain. But yeah, like I said, I actually turned myself into a wrestling character in the game, and I even have a Care Bear costume that I wrestle in. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty fucking awesome. But on that note, we're gonna call it there. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning into these streams. I appreciate that you guys do enjoy the content that I make. I appreciate that you guys enjoy the games that I play. And, like, seriously, thank you. I wanted to take a stab into doing some streaming. I know not everybody watches the streams. I know not everyone has a chance to, or maybe these streams are just not interesting to you. Even if it's not interesting to you, it still gives me something to do at least. This way then I don't feel bored or left out or anything like that, really. But other than that, like I said, thank you so much for 10 episodes. And there's a lot more to come. There's a hell of a lot more. I will give a little bit of a brief in-depth as to some of the things I would like to do for streaming. I would like to do another playthrough of Darkstone, except I want to play it on expert mode. You know, kind of showcase, and hopefully this time actually have a different variety of quests. That's one. I do have another Let's Play that I want to do, that I have planned, and I'll say it right now. Anybody remember Rockstar's Bully? Anybody remember that game? Because I do. And I remember the one year I got it for Christmas. Obviously too young to be playing games like that, but hey, it was a more kid-friendly version of Grand Theft Auto. Literally kid-friendly. But it's still a T-rated game. Just like WWE. And I am thinking it's probably not going to be next week, but towards the end of this month, I am going to start a Let's Play a Bully, which is very appropriate, and this is the actual reason. It's back to school season. The kids are going back to school. There's a lot of, like, for the adults out there, you're likely going to college, or you're going back to college for your next year. I don't have to worry about that because this is just my humble opinion. Fuck college. It's woke. Fuck that shit. Plus, I'll be honest, I didn't want to make the same mistake my sister did, and that's put myself in tens of thousands of dollars in debt and then get myself a piece of paper telling me I'm smart and then do literally nothing with it. Yeah, I didn't want to waste the money, and I certainly did not want to deal with any of that stuff. Because if I went to college, like, I probably would have dropped out because of all the COVID shit. Like, if I went to college the year after I graduated, and this was in 2017, by the way, and let's say I went for a 4-year degree, I probably would have dropped out before I got my degree because COVID sucked. And no. But I'm going to stop there. Seriously, though, thank you guys so much for tuning into Grumpy's Gaming Garage. I'm CJ Baker. You can find me on Tumblr or Discord at Grumpy Kerber. That information is in the description, of course. And if you want to find any more of the Grumpy's Gaming Garage streams, it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. All you have to do is just click on my channel name, go to the playlist tab, and go to the Grumpy's Gaming Garage playlist, where I have all the streams in order for your viewing pleasure and for my sake of sanity, so I can look at it and feel satisfied. But outside of that, seriously though, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I will see you guys next week, because next week will be the last just Saturday that I stream, because next Saturday I stream, and then that Monday I will be streaming again. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And like I said, I do apologize if the streams seem a bit short. I apologize if it seems like that maybe I'm not on camera enough, or I don't have my microphone on, I don't talk to you guys enough. I'm still trying to work out certain things. Still working out the kinks. I think I got the video, the OBS streaming side of the kinks done. I think I got that taken care of. The only thing left now is... Actually, what the hell do I say? During the streams, and maybe try and script something, or bullet points, highlights, something. I don't know. I'm still working out the kinks when it comes to the content and the kind of content I want to present. Those kinks I'm still trying to work out, because I want to try to keep it as safe as possible. Obviously explicit. But nothing too overboard, nothing too over the top, nothing like that. Like I say, if you don't like the fact that I do swear a lot, I'm sorry. I'm an adult. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not saying swearing is cool. I'm just saying that in freedom of speech, I have a right to swear, and I'm going to swear, and I'm sorry if you don't like it. Look, I'm sorry that there is a lot of 20-something, 30-something-year-olds who are a little bit too virgin in the ears, and don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing you. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want to be mean. That's okay. You know what kind of content you like to watch, and I know what kind of content I like to make. And if there's a conflict of interest, be smart. If you don't like people swearing in their videos, then don't watch their videos. If you don't want to hear people talking about PDF files, I know what I said. If you don't like hearing that word, well, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that you're probably a 30-some-year-old man that's sensitive to language such as, oh, he said the P word, and it's not even a swear word. Okay. Okay. I'm just ranting at this point. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm still experimenting with some stuff. Definitely one of the streams I'm going to do is I'm going to do some commentary stuff, and I'm nervous with that, but at the same time, just lay it all out there. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for 10 episodes of Grumpy's Gaming Garage. I will see you guys next week. Make myself a bit bigger here at this point. Take care.